Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. I hope you guys are doing well. So, we see this out of Illuminati Rex. And this is the top 10 Illuminati signs. We've seen a lot of politicians and celebrities flashing these signs. And you see number 1, the rock sign right there. Basically a pyramid, sometimes done upwards, sometimes done downwards. You see some celebrities doing the sign. And we even see it in cartoons like Dora. And movies and things like that. There's some Hebrew high priests doing it. There's Merkel doing it. Morpheus doing it. Pope John Paul. Adolf Hitler. We see the 666. The El Diablo, the devil's horns, right? We've seen that even from Ronald Reagan. And there's Hillary and Bill, Prince William, Michael Jackson, the hidden eye. And we have Masonic handshakes as well. There's a lot of these secret symbols and things along those lines that are always being put into our subconscious and perhaps is a way that these secret societies communicate. You see the Nazi salute as well. And there is the hidden hand. Nietzsche. George Washington, right? Napoleon, very famous. Karl Marx. Then the hand over heart. And V for victory. So, pretty interesting stuff as we look at Angela Merkel there, doing the little symbolism. I mean, is it just simply what we do with our hands when we're fidgeting? Or is there meaning behind this? So you guys remember this guy, right? This is Roddy Piper. And so he was a famous wrestler, famous for really just one movie. It was a cult classic, They Live, in which the ruling elite are actually not even humans, and most people can't see them unless they wear special glasses. Well, perhaps people don't need special glasses anymore if your third eye is awake and you could see exactly, well, the non-human entities that are really running the show behind the scenes. Cult classic movie, it's a must-see. So why am I showing you guys these things? Well, this might be absolutely nothing. This was sent in by one of our family members. And take it for what you will. Take it for what you will. Maybe this is absolutely nothing, just some blurry photos. Or maybe there's a little bit more to the picture than meets the eye. Do you guys remember how President Trump looked after he met with President Obama on getting that one-on-one presidential State of the Union / State of the World speech, which they all get, and it seems to almost age them almost overnight. It just seems, I mean, it seemed like his knees were shaking after he had that briefing. He looked shaken to the core. Do you remember, Cindy?
I do remember. He looked a different shade of green.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just kind of, I guess, how you would look if you thought you were going to be the president. And all of a sudden you find out that those running this show are not even human.
Yeah, that's a huge wake-up call to think it and think it's possible, but then see it.
So here we see the president and one of the members of the armed forces. And then we see this person in the background. And we see the hand positioning. Curious. You know, is it just somebody that's just sitting back there waiting, or are they giving some sort of signal, a cue? And when you look at this person's face, you know, is it just the distance and distortion? Or is it kind of blurring over? Is it even really human? Is it a person that's being overshadowed, perhaps by a demonic negative, dark entity, as David Icke has spoken of so many times? I mean, is it a reptilian shapeshifter doing the little hand symbolism? Now, really what got me was asking Cindy her impression of this, because, I would have probably not done anything much with it, because we do get like a lot of photos and things like that. And so, I might have just skimmed over it, but what was her impressions?
Well, it was like a slug in the gut. It's something very dark, very sinister. It didn't feel right. It feels deceitful. And it almost feels like Trump has to do what that guy wants, but he doesn't really want to. So there's something very deceitful about this.
So perhaps, is this a puppet master behind the scenes that's really one of the ones that's controlling the show?
It could very well be. It's definitely dark.
So it feels very, very dark. It feels very, very negative. So here we have another photo. And if we try to blow it up, it does get kind of distorted. And a lot of you guys are very, very intuitive and insightful. Maybe you see as well. It feels weird. Is it just because of the distance that it feels so distorted? It almost does have a feeling of something superimposed on something, doesn't it?
It does. It has something superimposed within, on the outside. There's something up there, something really strange.
I just thought this was really curious. Just the vibration and the energy coming off of this being. It feels unusual, feels like something different. And here I tried to increase the clarity. And it is most definitely very blurry. We could add more color to it. We could take some away. Maybe some of you guys have filters you could use that would help even better. Because most definitely this is blurry and it's hard to make out. And so here's the original. So is it a case of they live? Is it nothing? I mean, it might be nothing. It could be nothing. Or it could be that guy.
Yuck.
I just wonder. Things are not as they appear. So are we looking at anyone of significance sitting back there? Is it just a distortion? Or do they really live?
Oh, I think they really live.
So guys, thank you so much for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. God bless and namaste.